everybody, and welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well. In this video this is going to be a reading vlog and sort of review of two books. I'll tell you what they are in a sec. I have two spaces left on my 2022 buzzwordathon, which is Big and Little and a book that has all in the title. So I perused my shelves for a book that has all. I do not know. I think I'm going to. It's either All the Ways the World Can End by Abby Sher, or All the Young Men by Ruth Coker Burks. Now, I don't know, because I've been reading a lot of like queer fiction this month and already, and non-fiction actually. So I'm more slightly inclined to this because it is also YA, and I haven't read a YA novel in quite a while. And I'm just kind of feeling like a bit like something not as deep, but then it is also about like the world ending. But I am really intrigued. I really do want to know about this. So I do not know yet. But basically, let me tell you, this is like a memoir from Ruth Coker Burks, who is like a lady who like helped like a lot of like young gay men and older gay men in, I believe, New York during like the 80s and 90s AIDS epidemic, when like nobody else like was really like caring for them or like giving them like friendship and stuff. So I do really definitely need to read this because she's just such an amazing person, and I really want to learn more about like queer history. So I might read that. Or this one is fiction. It's about Lenny, who is waiting for the apocalypse. She researches like different things about how the world's ending. And then she needs some sense of control. Her dad is dying of cancer. Her best friend is graduating early and moving 3 states away. The one thing keeping her hopeful is oncologist Dr. Rad Ganesh. Surely Lenny can win him round to her charms and he can save her dad? ? So it's not light-hearted, but it's not, is it? I don't know, but I'm gonna start reading one of these books soon, and I'll give you an update then. Hi. So it's been quite a while since the first part of this video. I honestly can't remember how long. I don't even know what I said, but I have started reading All the Ways the World Can End. I'm up to page 96, and I don't know if I've told you what it's about or not, but basically we're following Lenny, who's the main character. She's 16, her dad has cancer, and her like best friend Julian is potentially like graduating early and like moving away. He's gay, so I love a queer character. And sort of like it's very slow paced, like it's literally like it's literally just been like 3 days, but like there's some sort of like going back, but it's basically just like her dealing with her dad dying of like cancer, sort of like, and like taken to like hospital and things, and she's also having like infatuation and getting like a bit like smitten with his like temporary doctor, Dr. Ganesh, and she's sort of like trying to like find ways to find out more information about him and like sort of like be alone, like talk about things and stuff. And yeah, it's okay. The like I don't know. Some things are a little bit like, why is that like happening? Like, and like, it's quite a lot of just like short sentences. They're not really that like developed. And I definitely get like it is definitely YA audience, and so that's why it's not as like sophisticated, but it's not too bad, and it's quite like informative as well, talking about certain like ways that the world get like nanotechnology and earthquakes and things. So yeah, but I will give you an update soon. I thought I'd just give a little update. I read to about page 174, just over 50%. And I'm just like, do people really talk and act like that? I don't know. So I just finished All the Ways the World Can End. I don't really know. I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. I rounded it to 4 on Goodreads. I thought I'd just give a little review. So I sort of told you what it's about like Lenny. She's sort of like spiraling, trying to deal with the fact that her father is dying of cancer. And she does like quite a lot of things that I'm just like, why? But obviously with hindsight, we know that these things aren't good for her. It's not what she like really wants to do. And it's annoying, it's frustrating, but you do have to put it in the context of a teenage girl going through the things that all teenagers go through, like relationships and school and the future and friends and crushes and, you know, all those sort of like things that everyone goes through. But also you have to put on top that she's dealing with like sort of like grief that hasn't come yet, but it will, and just like a lot of responsibility and just like a lot of things. So she's obviously not in the best like state to be doing what is the best for her, but also it is sort of a bit like also I don't really feel like some of the things were that like logical as what people would say or do, but yeah. The writing isn't really nothing to like shout about. It's YA, so it's quite simplistic. It's quite a lot of like short sentences, where I feel like if there was more like sophisticated grammar in a, you know what I'm trying to really say, it might have like flowed a bit better, but it's all right. It reads fast paced, but it's very like a short time frame, and I don't know if it only reads fast paced just because of it, the simplicity, you just kind of get through it, and it is kind of intriguing, but it does only take place over like about a month ish. And yeah, it's quite like slow. I'm just like, I just can't wait to move on. I just want to move on a bit more. But yeah, so that's kind of like weird. The characters were all right. They were somewhat developed, not that much. They were a little bit one-dimensional, two-dimensional. I don't, whatever. Julian is definitely my favorite character, not just because he's gay, but because he's just a lovely person. You know, he had to deal with his own things, but he still came out stronger. He's very likable. He's just gets on with people. He's just a great person, a great friend. And the rest are sort of like nuanced. Not to Ganesh is quite nice. He's very like likable and friendly and a bit funny, but a little bit cringy as well. Her mom and sister and dad are like, they're all right. They do some things out, but like, but like they're okay. Lenny is flawed. But once again, you have to put it in the context of what she's going through, and yeah, she's okay. She's all right. Yeah. There wasn't really that many like takeaways from it, or like things that were just like rehashing certain things or messages that I read before, so I didn't gain too much from it, but it was okay. Yeah, I don't know if I would necessarily recommend. I recommend it only if you know what it's about and you kind of want to read that sort of story. It's nothing that I would really like shout about. It's all right. Not great, not terrible, just okay. So yeah, so that's another one off of my buzzwordathon of 2022 completed. Now I'm going to go on to small pleasures, I think, unless I find another book that's another big or small word, but yeah, see you soon. Real quick editor cam, because I want to do like Bookmas, and I'm hoping I'm not saying I will, but I'm hoping to post a video every day of December. I have a lot of things planned, like different reading vlogs, reviews, like rankings, and just like end of year sort of stuff. So come back for another video, but I've decided to split this in 2 parts, just so I have something to post today. So yeah, come back for part 2.